Hi guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm so excited to join me today on this lovely day. We're going to be building in The Sims 4. We're making an apartment for a decently large or normal, I don't know, a decent sized family, I guess you could say. It's for a set of parents and then a preteen daughter and then like a teenage son is what I imagined. Kind of imagined The Sims living here doing. But once again, you don't obviously have to do with that if you just want like the floor plan or anything like that, or if you think it'd fit the Sims you have. Perfectly acceptable to do that in any way, shape, or form. We're building this in San Myshuno in 18 Culpepper House. And I really didn't know the vibe that I was going to do going into this build, but I knew I wanted to do like a family apartment, and that was pretty much it. And then I took a lot of inspo trying to use things I don't normally use as much. So like I really love like the hexagon tile in the bathroom, but it's from Star Wars, so I don't use it very often. And I use this shower a lot, but I never use the swatch. I like never use that toilet. I do use this sink a lot, but I mean, we can't win them all. I do end up putting laundry in this bathroom as well. And yeah, so just trying to get a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I also did like some cross mixing of metals. I do end up putting a laundry hamper in the son's room. I don't think you can see it in the build, but you might be able to see it in the screenshot. It's for sure in the build if you were to download it off the gallery. And if you want any of that information, it's always down in the description box below. And yeah, I post weekly Sims build videos every Sunday here on the channel. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like. It really means a lot to me. My channel recently got 50 subscribers, which is crazy. That's like bigger than a classroom. Oh my god, that's like wild to like think of how many people that is. But yeah, and now we're going into the kitchen, dining, living room space. When I first started recording this build yesterday, I was really struggling with the layout, and then I remembered I can literally just move the frickin' window because I wanted to put up these tiles. It took me forever to find them. Not these ones. I ended up using, I think it's the Home Chef Hustle ones, like those, that herringbone one in like this pretty multicolor white one. But like the overlapping of them like glitched, hated it. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can just ignore it. And I was like, no. Horrendous. I literally should have just moved the window over there, but I wasn't thinking about that. And so I used these upper cabinets, and I was like, okay, maybe that kind of covers it. So maybe we can just kind of make do with it. But you'll see here in a second, I end up flipping that out and changing it. I get like a little, I was gonna do an island, but I was like, I don't really know. I always do an island, so I did the little cart thing instead of an island. And then I came back and finally fixed it so those weren't going everywhere. Oh, flashbang. Everywhere they shouldn't be. And yeah, and then we end up pulling out, I wanted a leather sofa, but I ended up doing this like blue leather, also something I don't normally go for. I also do like that record player off in the corner. This picture frame TV I don't frequently use either, but it seemed really fitting for this kind of build. And yeah, oh my god, it is so warm here. The humidity is really getting me, and also it's just so warm. My AC cannot keep up. I probably just need to take off my sweatshirt. But yeah, we're in a heat advisory until 9 p.m. and it's only 5 p.m. So I have a little bit longer, and will probably have to go back outside to put my lawn Roomba back on his charging spot, and make sure that he did a decent enough job. I freaking love my lawn Roomba. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I recently purchased a lawn Roomba. Best purchase I've ever made, if I'm being honest. Wouldn't want to go without it again, because like, I just, mowing is fine, but like growing up, mowing was like the job I had to do for my parents. Like my dad had like a farm and stuff, and so I would like mow all of his different land, and it was just so much. So like I don't particularly enjoy it, and it was fine. last time I lived in a house because my partner just mowed because he enjoyed it. He was into that sick kind of masochistic shit. And yeah. Now I'm just like, no. I could have like just like paid someone to do it, but I was also like, that doesn't really fix my problem. That just like prolongs it until someone doesn't mow for me anymore. So let's just get this guy. So I ended up getting him, and he's working great, except for he's struggling going back to his charging pad, which is literally just, I need to like reset where his charging pad location is. And it probably would be really simple and easy, but alas, I have not done it. We've done a decent bit of the house now. We've got the dining tables, a little ottoman, and now we're doing the curtains in the space, and then get some flowers on the table. I don't do a rug under the dining table, which is so realistic, but in The Sims it makes it look unfinished. I also do these little Dream Home Decorator cubes over there. I never do those, and I think they look so cutie. And we're going back and cluttering up the kitchen. I use a lot, pretty much all of the kitchen clutter kit, which makes sense because it just like matches the vibe of this kitchen so well. It's like modern, simplistic, but still like some cozy clutter. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna record another video after this too. This is the 4th video I've recorded today, I think. Maybe it's only my 3rd video I've recorded today, but that will be my 4th video I recorded today. And I feel like you can tell I'm like going slightly insane, but I'm pre-recording because I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks pretty much. I really wanted something, back to the build. I really wanted something in the middle of that walkway, but I couldn't really figure out what I wanted there, so I just kind of left it, and I put down this nice rug and then like an end table at the end of it, and kind of embraced that inner bit instead. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be gone for a bit, so I want to make sure that I have videos uploaded, especially in this time beforehand. I don't know. But also, like, if I don't get videos uploaded, it's not the end of the world. This channel is literally just for fun, and it gives me a fun little deadline to help me feel fun, confident. I have to have something on my plate, otherwise I would literally die. But, alas, here we are, trying not to die, doing our best. Yeah, we're pretty much almost done with the living spaces, and then we go into the parents' room, I think, next. And I was trying to look for a different swatch, so I'm just doing the same one. I literally mentioned that in last week's video, how I end up just carrying the same kind of color scheme into the parents' bedroom. And then I used this canopy bed. I'm not sure if I've ever used it before. It comes in the For Rent pack, I believe. And then I snuck some more space from the other room, so I had room for like a dresser. And then I get the Jungle Adventure mirror, one of my favorite mirrors in the game. And then For Rent chair and some shoes. And then we get what do I get over here? A painting. Yep. A Dream Home Decorator painting. And then some side tables with, I do like the candle tea set on one side, and then a lamp and some books on the other side. And then we go into the primary, or the ensuite bathroom, which is right next to the other bathroom, but completely separate. I also do a separate shower and tub combo in this one instead. I really liked like the bowl of this tub, and I love just like having something different. I didn't want like the same exact bathroom again. It's nice to kind of make it different and make it seem a little bit more intentional. So this one has more gold features than the other one, but otherwise it's very similar with the things that are inside of it, except for this one doesn't have laundry. But you don't need 2 sets of laundry, washer and dryers in a house this small. Like, you don't need 2 sets of washers and dryers, like, pretty much entirely, unless you're doing, like, a community lot build or, like, an apartment or a townhouse or something. But now we're going into the preteen room, and this preteen is, I don't know, very much into, like, makeup and, like, I don't know, I just imagine that she's, like, a 13 going on 30 kind of vibe. I guess I'm younger than 13, but kind of that vibe. So I get her, like, a fun vanity. I get her the Bridgerton one, and a fun chair to go with her vanity, and then a dresser, and I clutter up the vanity with, like, some hair care and some nail stuff, like all the things that like a young teenage girl would want in her vanity. But I also like give her this unicorn stuffy and these butterflies on her wall to kind of make it feel like a little bit more youthful, I guess you could say. And then we put some other clutter around as well, and I get like a pink curtain up. We're totally ignoring that like history placard. You can't remove it in these apartments, and it's forced to be there. You can't move it at all. So we just ignore it. Sometimes I cover it up. Other times I just am like pretending it's not there. But yeah, just slightly. Interesting. I just got a notification that my ex is playing a game on Steam. Steam is literally the only thing that he didn't unadd me on, which I find crazy because like it notifies you anytime you're playing a game. But also I rarely play games at night. Like we are at least switching between games at night, I guess I should say. Usually I'm playing like one or two, and not all of them are Steam games. I think the only one is Stardew Valley. So like it's whatever. But now we're going into the teenage son's room, and I really wanted a double bed in here, but it just was not big enough for a double bed, and I wanted it to like have a fun PC gaming setup. So there was not room for that. And I hate how those curve lines look on the walls. Like I wish that there was a bigger arch, but I think it's because it's medium wall height it looks like that. And I get this high school year bed, and then we color the crap out of this room, and then that's pretty much it. I end up like putting up some LED lights and like changing the lighting, so that's kind of fun here in a bit. But we are getting close to the end, so like I said earlier, if this is something you enjoyed, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, all those good things. I really appreciate you guys coming and spending your day with me, even if it was just for a simple body double. I know a lot of my friends use my videos to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and you'll come back and you'll join our little community. It really means a lot to me to have you guys here and all those fun things. But I'm gonna wrap up this video here, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.